Kim, it's great to chat to you again this week. We've had a few conversations.
I am very excited to be having the opportunity to have a conversation with you from here in Canada about adaptability and resilience.
Yes,
Right?
that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, if we want to be able to continue to be supportive to ourselves and the people around us in this incredibly both turbulent, challenging, and innovative time, we have to be able to find ways to connect while we are not together physically.
Yes, we've seen that in the space for professional developments for a while, but this is a really different space right now.
So I feel inspired, actually. I was sharing with you the other day that, I don't know, we have, I think, 7 or 8 different workshop opportunities, all of which were to be, of course, in person, that are now going live online.
Yes.
And so we have creatively created a studio in our home where all of my potential for demonstrations and capacity for lecture and connection and interaction is going to be possible.
Yes, because we were going to be meeting in person in May here in Melbourne on the 2nd and 3rd of May for our trauma-informed practice workshop.
Yes.
But now we're adapting and creating a new avenue and possibility for connection in a different way.
And what's interesting is that many of you are going to have to deliver services to your clients this way.
That's true.
The very things that I want to share with you, you're going to have to share with your clients in this very same way. So not only is it an opportunity to learn to engage and connect and interact in this new virtual possibility, but also how to didactically give those opportunities to the clients you support and their families as well.
Exactly. This is a new space and we need new skills now.
Yes.
And I think we were mentioning the other day, Kim, we were talking to you and Bob, that this way of working, trauma-informed practice way of working, that we're all in this collective difficult times. These are unprecedented and there's so much unknown.
This couldn't be a better time to have this conversation, ironically.
Yeah.
Because this is trauma-informed practice right here,
So maybe it'll be helpful. Can you let us know how you're going to translate the in-person workshop to this interactive online event?
Sure. So part of it is there's going to be, some lecture, as there would have been, but it's going to look like you're watching me stand up at the front of a room. So I'm going to have it's not my talking head. It's going to be like you're zooming into a lecture room, but there just will be me and a camera and a screen. And you will have all of the handouts and PDF in advance. So all of the written material will already be in your hands in advance. And when there comes times to practice or understand how to deliver particular sensory motor activities or techniques, in my space, in my virtual space, I will have another person on whom to demonstrate. So you will have a chance either through live demonstration or through a pre-recorded demonstration to see how to be able to put these into action.
I see.
And then I'll get a chance to model how I would describe to you, as if you were my client at home, how you might try these things in your own environment with limited or no equipment. So that makes it even more authentically doable in real time, I feel.
I see. How do you create this interactive space for participants to comment, to ask questions? Because people might be thinking, if there's, who knows, 50 people and everyone's going, ah.
Well,
How does it work?
one of the things apparently about Kim is my interactive nature and my love of connection, and what, using this webinar platform, we will have. I was just telling you the other day, I did a workshop for 90 parents in Hong Kong, where there were 90 little squares and people were muted
Yes.
when they were listening. And then there was an opportunity for conversation. And in that context,
Yeah,
which won't happen in your context, it was all translated into Cantonese.
that's another
So
whole layer.
I do know that it is possible
Yes.
to make that happen, where, we can have this interactive conversation
Yeah.
and still be, at times pause
Yeah.
and listen, and other times have a collective conversation. Now, one thing that I feel works really well is that there's a holding space, for example, for particular questions.
Yes.
And, let's say that we choose that to be you, and you would be the holder of questions, and we'll see if there's a theme. And you could easily text Bob in the moment, and he will be right there with me. And you can say, hey, Bob, there's a question here about this theme in this moment. Can Kim pause for a second? And we can really maximize that kind of use of technology.
Yes, I was speaking to Tina and Linda, and we feel that's a really good way to do it, that people can put their thoughts down, and we can mediate and look at the themes and then share that with Bob, who will then let you know too. So we're sort of all in it together. And when I've seen you in person, Kim, people don't ask questions all the time. They're not there sort of, we're here to listen to you, and then there's moments in time where someone might have a reflection.
Yes.
So I see it would be the same way. We're not going to be trying to get our word out, because we're here to learn from you.
Yes. I mean, one of the really cool opportunities that actually comes with virtual learning, and we're going to talk about our community of practice in a moment,
Yes.
is the opportunity for reflection. That doesn't always happen in the moment in real time.
Yeah.
And, where, I don't know about you, but sometimes when I leave a conference, my mind is full. And it takes me a while to digest all the layers of the information. And
that's right.
We between us, we came up with this idea of developing a community of practice.
We did. So being creative, and because we know we can't see you and Bob in person, we've worked together over the last week with a few conversations with you and Bob and Tina and Linda, that we're now turning the in-person workshop, 2-day in-person workshop, to the online interactive 2-day workshop. But now we're also building in 2 times 2-hour sessions of a community of practice with you.
Yes.
I think I said that in a Can you explain it better for me, Kim?
Certainly I can. So what we thought would be helpful as an adjunctive component to the learning, given this adjustment, is to offer 2 additional 2-hour meeting opportunities.
Lovely.
And we're going to call it the community of practice.
Yes.
Because one of my intense missions in the world is sustainability. And sustainability of communities, sustainability of resources.
Yeah.
And so building a community of conversation, there will be 2 sessions, and we can have, that opportunity. I like things to be organic.
Yes.
Meaning it's not going to be really structured, it's not a lecture format. It's a opportunity to reflect, converse, problem solve, and with some hope that maybe the community of practice would continue with all of you if that's something that you find as helpful to you.
Yes, because it does take time to digest learnings. I still feel, I look back at the notes when I first met you, almost a couple of years ago, that I still refer back and go, oh yes, I remember that. How do you take those learnings and put it into practice and get better at it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that goes on for years,
Yes.
right? That whole capacity for connecting
Mm.
the learning information into the cases that you see every day.
Yes.
That's where the real rubber hits the road, as we say.
Yes.
And so hopefully that, this will give us a modeling of how to make that happen.
That's right.
Mm.
I was speaking after our conversation that we thought we'd create a forum on our webpage where people can post questions as they're working, and then we could collate them into themes, so to share that with you. So it has some organisation behind the scenes.
Cool.
So participants might be worried, well, how will I get my question out? But we'll be able to do some of that filtering. I think it's important that this is 2 hours of time with you that we're valuing. So we're going to do that behind the scenes. We brainstormed a bit more yesterday.
I want to commend you on your willingness to broaden and expand all of this to meet the needs of your community.
Yeah.
I think it's incredible that you're, and courageous and wonderful that you're willing to step in to this new way of being together. That's and right. That you're moving into this space with me. So thank you.
Yes. And how do we create that social engagement, that connection in a different way? But because at the time now, we need this more than ever.
Yes.
I was talking to a neighbour the other day, just how do we still reach out,
Totally.
connect with our fellow humans?
Well, and we know that the most powerful chemical in our body for healing is oxytocin.
Yeah.
And that, even as I'm looking at you in the screen right now, I'm getting some, right? As you gleam and beam at me, there is, we can use this platform to be able to generate that. But I promise you that in the live workshop, that you'll be able to see all of me, not just this much of me.
Yes.
Because we're talking about the whole body. We're going to be looking at from the feet to the head. So we'll have the opportunity to do that live as well.
I think that's great, and it's good to share with our participants and other clinicians out there who are keen to learn more, and we'll cover more in our on the website to let people know exactly what this is going to involve. I don't know, have we missed anything, Kim, from our conversations this week?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
And if the community has any other concerns or questions, we can always jump on and make another little conversation video like this to allow people to feel secure and comfortable in what they will experience.
I think that's a great idea. I think we've captured a lot for people to take this all in, and I'm really looking forward to it. I feel the same, that just even on a screen, I feel that connection, even though we're not together in person.
Yeah. Well, bless you and everyone out there. Hope you all, stay safe and well and healthy and positive.
Yes.
And positive.
That's right. Thanks so much, Kim.
Thank you.